Hello once again, everyone. Welcome to Cruisnick's Purgatory. I'm your host, Cruisnick X, and we are back on the... We are once again on the path of the Black Mage. We have gotten to level 68, which means we've got 2 levels to go before the Stormblood finale of Path of the Black Mage. With that being said, let's get down to it. In our last episode, we deduced that Zionella may have some unresolved feelings about Lalai, for one, but we also demolished a few more golems in the process. What should we expect to look forward to in this particular episode? Well, we can only guess. We can never truly know until we get right down to it. So, without further ado, let's not waste any more time and get straight to the level 68 Black Mage quest, Unnatural Selection.
Chris! The moment you entered the room, I could feel the air crackling with etheric energy. Excellent! Your diligence in your training will surely serve us well. And you come at a perfect time. Not moments before you arrived, Shatotto's voice called out to me from the recesses of my consciousness. She would have us begin to lay the groundwork for the final stage of her plan. As she has made it quite clear that we will require all the aid we can muster, I have taken the liberty of reaching out to our Beastman friends. They have convened at Kazakh Child's residence at Burgundy Falls, where they await our arrival. Let us not keep them waiting.
Alright, Burgundy Falls. That was southern Thailand, right? Yep, right near the... Alright, off to Camp Drybone. That was eastern Thailand, and I just derped and proved for a fact that I don't always know everything. Alright, let's ride. Here we are. We haven't seen these guys in a while. Let's get right to it.
My friends, thank you for coming together on such short notice. Mistress Shatotto would have you know that she is most grateful for your cooperation. In fact, I do believe she would rather speak to you directly. Well, it would seem the gang's all here. I dare say it's time we got this proverbial show on the road. Hera, tell me that you've made yourself useful since I last saw your vapid face.
Aye, Lady Shatotto. According to my colleagues in the Eorzean Alliance, patrols have sighted an increasing number of rampant golems afield. Fortunately, none have posed a significant threat. At least, not as of yet. Which brings us to the matter of the comet. A colleague of mine at the observatorium has confirmed that it draws nearer with each passing hour, though there is no immediate danger of a collision if it stays on its present course.
It is too close for comfort, yes. Fortunately, I, as is my wont, have a plan. I simply hope that you, my friends, are up to the task. If the hero speaks true, the golems that have been causing trouble near the city-states have been more bark than bite, felled with no great difficulty by middling soldiers. From this, I surmise that the gems set within them, their soul stones, have been small and of meager power at best. And yet, if my theory holds, a more sinister threat lurks in the realm's far reaches. Far from the prodding eyes of Eorzean and Beastmen alike, this is where we must go.
Rah! Perplexed Dozzle is. Profoundly, deeply perplexed. By people. To do the work of people are golems created. To travel so far from their master's domain, these constructs have no reason. True, is this not?
Well, I'll be a passably astute observation. But I fear your knowledge is lacking, my squawking friend. Golems come in all shapes and forms, and not all are wrought by the hand of a mortal creator. Often, a gem of sufficient etheric power will attract all manner of matter, plant, mineral, and animal alike, spontaneously animating it and giving rise to new life. With naught to guide them, these feral golems rove and wander at will. It is these unpredictable specimens that pose the greatest danger.
The larger the gem that serves as their soulstone, the greater their power, and the greater the threat when the comet draws nigh. It would appear our task is clear. Let us split up and hunt down these abominations. I shall join our beastmen friends and make for the west. I will leave the eastern reaches to the two of you. I trust you will be able to fend for yourselves. There is one matter in particular I would ask you to investigate. My friends at the Alliance conveyed to me a most curious report, which Lady Shatotto's words just now put in a rather different light. Over in Girabania, in the hamlet of Alagana, villagers have claimed sightings of, in their words, trees that walk like men. These have gone entirely uninvestigated, written off as the delusions and fantasies of superstitious common folk. But if Lady Shatotto speaks true,
which I do, there are golems beyond the slimmest shadow of a doubt. Worry not, for Chris and I will uproot them and reduce every last leaf and strip of bark to smoldering ash, won't we, Chris?
I will leave the particulars regarding the means of destruction to the experts. I have, however, procured a link pearl that we might better coordinate our efforts. Pray, take it with you. And with that, I do believe we are as prepared as we could hope to be. Let us be off, my friends. And remember, should aught go amiss, I am but a link pearl call away.
A device to allow that pretentious pudding head to talk to me, even if I'm 100 miles away. Far be it from me to scoff at technological progress, but some inventions really could have been done without.
That's exactly how I felt with Minfilia. Alright, we're off to... For once, we're off to a, we're off to a decent Stormblood place. Yeah, I forgot to equip those the last time, so... I really need to upgrade my gear. Hello, Shatotto.
How interesting. While muck has evolved into a vermin-infested bog, Girabania is, if anything, looking more lively than I remember it. Not that that's saying much, of course. But look at me getting all nostalgic for no reason. After all, my body has long since returned to the dust, and soon even my memory will fade. But before that, we have a job to do, don't we? I can sense no unusual etheric presence here, so let us venture a bit further into the field. Come along now, Chris.
Let's fly. There we are. Oh, fuck. There goes my ley line, so I'm gonna have to make this count. Ah, fuck. Ah, come on. That was bullshit. You all saw it. Okay, I guess we can try that again. As soon as we get to Mordona. Yeah, I can't. Back to Alagana. Let's go and try that one again. First, we'll activate Lucid Dreaming. Because I'm not going into this with just a partially filled MP gauge. Alright, here we go again. These things fuck up my rotation every time. That was fun. Let's go find Shatotto. There she is. Heh, looks like you had fun.
Did you come upon any wood golems, Chris? As you can see, these two had the misfortune of coming upon my little me. But that is not all I saw. Yes, it was a most remarkable and most horrifying sight. After I delivered a mortal wound to one of the creatures, I saw it extend a gnarled limb and, with the last ounce of its strength, try to rip the soul stone from its cohort's chest. Yes, it would seem these feral golems have no qualms about cannibalizing each other, which has led me to quite a frightening conclusion. To wit... Oh, of all the... Whatever could that four-eyed fool want at a time like this? Yes, if you have something to report, make it quick. What? Yes, it would be wise for you to make a discreet retreat. We will do the same. I would reevaluate our options in light of these most troubling developments. Very well. I will join you at the observatorium shortly. Do gather all the information you can from your colleagues before I arrive. Gods be good. That hero's actually proven himself useful. It would seem he came upon a most startling scene in the hinterlands. A mass influx of golems of all shapes and sizes, as if summoned from all reaches of the realm by some unholy force. I have my own theory as to what this means, but I require more knowledge before plotting our next step. One thing I can say is that we should immediately begin preparing for the worst. In any event, we must move, and quickly. You shall return to Burgundy Falls and apprise the beastmen of where we stand. I shall go on ahead to the observatorium and see what knowledge the astrologers have gleaned, and shall join you as soon as I am able.
Why can't we just gather at the observatorium, huh? Whatever. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Let's ride. Alright, we're almost there. Man, Shatotto's voice was winding that time. Or maybe I'm just getting tired. Alright, here we are. Friends, comrades, brothers and sisters of the block, we stand at the brink of a disaster most dire. Even as we speak, our foe grows in number. Beings of sentient stone and wood gather, summoned by an unknown force, and united for a common purpose. A purpose beyond our understanding.
Beyond your understanding, perhaps, but not mine. The golems make for Som Al. In Girabania, I witnessed a most unsettling sight. a golem with an almost animal fury tearing into its cohort's chest. Disturbing as it was all too clear what I was witnessing. The creature sought a stronger soulstone, that it might augment its strength and prolong its own existence. But the power these creatures seek is not limited to that which they can harvest from their own kind. No. They are forever in search of a more potent etheric source, and they have finally found one. The astrologians at the observatorium have confirmed my worst fears. The baleful star of our past slowly but inexorably changes course, bringing it closer and closer to this star.
It is as Lady Shatotto says. The golems call out to it, beckoning it ever closer. According to the latest calculations, any further adjustments to its path, and it is all but certain to strike Eorzea head-on.
The baleful creatures would climb the highest peak in the land and summon their mother stone to bring disaster to our realm? Inconceivable!
And yet, it is just so, my friend. Unless we destroy the lot of them, a collision is all but inevitable. And yet, there are simply too many. Even if we could thin their ranks, they would regrow themselves and regroup in no time. So we are done for. Doomed. Defeated. Done for.
Do not give up hope, my frenetic friend. Or do you forget that the most brilliant mind ever to walk the face of Eorzea stands with you? Allow me to propose a foolproof plan. We do absolutely nothing at all. For now, that is. We know that the golems are feeding on each other in pursuit of a greater and greater power. So why not sit back and let this process of unnatural selection take its course, until we are left with but a single foe?
Out of her mind, Shatotto is! Were that to happen, a creature of untold power and puissance that golem would be!
Quite so. It would be the mother of all autonoma. The golem equivalent of yours truly, if you will. And by definition, one of the most formidable foes our realm has seen. Fortunately, I do believe there is one among us who might stand half a chance against such a monstrosity.
Chris, Lady Shatotto insists that you hold, nay, you are the key to this entire operation. I am not inclined to doubt her, but I would hear it from your own lips. Can you say with all certainty that you would emerge victorious over this hypothetical golem of mythical proportions? Thank you, my friend. Your courage inspires me. Pray, let me offer my strength, that together we may secure the future of our realm.
I doubt Chris and I have much need of your services, but do feel free to tag along.
It would be my honor. And with that, I should take my leave. I must warn the people of the nearby settlements to keep a wide berth of the Great Peak. Mayhap I will even have occasion to smash a golem or two on my journey.
Color me impressed, Chris. Your friends are proving more reliable by the minute. And with that, I should return to the Sicarium, for my grip on consciousness grows more tenuous by the moment. Pray, return when you can, and speak with Lalai upon her awakening.
Alright. Back to Ul'dah. Alright. Oi. Oh yeah, Weaver's Guild. Wow, brain fart of the highest magnitude. I think I got winded by just doing Shatotto's voice earlier while we were in Garabania.
Ah, Chris! I have called out to Shatotto, but to no avail. No doubt she is deep in slumber, gathering her strength for the battle to come. She did, however, leave a message for you. Slack not in your training, my puppet of destruction, for your powers will be tested as never before. That is not ominous in the least now, is it? In any event, I trust you will be up to the task.
And with that, we've completed another Black Mage quest. 8 levels down and just 2 to go. When next we go live, it will mark the final episode in the Stormblood Black Mage storyline. So be sure to look forward to that within the next couple of days, actually. When next we go live, we will be completing the storyline with the level 70 quest, One Golem to Rule Them All. But until then, that's going to be it for this episode of Cruising Purgatory. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live at PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button and be sure to turn on notifications. Also, be sure to subscribe to me so that I can pay for a new computer. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the final episode of the Stormblood Black Mage storyline, and click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Cruiser Gex, signing